friends, I am back with Sunday Sips of Kehwa on behalf of Kashmir Pen and Mushtaq Bala. Hope you have been reading and reading and reading, writing and reading, looking at the birds, the squirrels, the grasshoppers, the butterflies, and getting ideas for your creative process. Let me warn you rather, that I'm going to harp on the theme of reading till the time all of you have that intense craving to read. Read, read and read and become bookworms, bibliophiles and bookhounds. So, let me tell you of a boy who was in my class, and he told me once that he was allergic to reading. He would get an attack of vertigo the moment he saw a book the size of Ulysses or War and Peace. Well, no, you don't have to read mammoth books to get into the reading habit. There are many books that can turn a non-reader into a reader. I remember having read The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett in school. And let me tell you that it continues to be my favorite book. It has been called one of the most loved books for young people ever written. But I think it is a book for all age groups and continues to weave its spell even today. I always have this book on the nightstand. I would love to read some paragraphs from the book later on. In Books and You, Somerset Maugham says, "The greatest gift is a passion for reading. The greatest gift is a passion for reading. It is cheap, it consoles, it distracts, it delights, it gives you a knowledge of the world, an experience of a wide kind." Yes, indeed, it does. And let me tell you, by reading, one is exposed to different writing styles. But you need not imitate, just emulate. There was a time when Hemingway influenced me, and anyone could see the influence on my writing. Then came Dickens, and I read every book by Dickens. My writing of that time was greatly influenced by Dickens. But I was not imitating him. I was not imitating them, only emulating them, and sometimes even subconsciously. You of course know that reading also helps in increasing one's vocabulary, increasing one's inspiration and insight. And let me tell you, never be intimidated by great writing. Try to do your best. I think it was Stephen King who said, "Books are a uniquely portable magic." Yes, indeed, they transport you to a different world altogether, places which you have not seen. The more you wonder, the more curious you are. Okay, let me cite an example. Imagine yourself at a seashore, your feet in the swirling and cresting water. Will such a picturesque scene not give wings to your creativity? Similarly, if you read something interesting in a book, won't it intrigue you, enchant you, trigger your creativity? Tell me. Okay, there's another quote that comes to mind. You know, of course, Benjamin Franklin was a polymath, he was a writer, he was a politician, he was a humorist, and he said, "The person who deserves most pity is a lonesome man on a rainy day who doesn't know how to read." So friends, read, read and read. Just go on a binge of reading. And there is another quote that comes to mind. We are of the opinion that instead of letting books grow moldy behind an iron grating, far from the vulgar gaze, it is better to let them wear out by being read. I am not going to tell you whose quote this is, but I am going to ask you, this is your homework, to tell me who said this. In the next meeting, whenever we meet, I want you to tell me who wrote this. So, and in the meantime, I'm going to read out a few paragraphs from this book, The Secret Garden, my favorite book. This used to be my favorite book as a 10-year-old, and this continues to be my favorite book today. So, the paragraphs that I'm going to read are here. Perhaps he thought, my body is growing stronger. It was growing stronger, but because of the rare, peaceful hours when his thoughts were changed, His soul was slowly growing stronger, too. Now and then he wondered vaguely about his boy and asked himself what he should feel when he went and stood by the carved four-poster bed again and looked down at the sharply chiseled ivory-white face while it slept and the black lashes rimmed so startlingly the close-shut eyes. He shrank from it. One marvel of a day, he had walked so far that when he returned, the moon was high. The moon was high and full, and all the world was purple shadow and silver. The stillness of lake and shore and wood was so wonderful that he did not go into the villa he lived in. He walked down to a little terrace at the water's edge and sat upon a seat and breathed in all the heavenly scents of the night. He felt a strange calmness stealing over him, and it grew deeper and deeper and deeper until he fell asleep. So I stop here, and you can start reading the book, and I'm sure you will love it. So toodaloo, see you again after a fortnight. Bye.